promised more infrastructure development, including a park and a new entrance to the Sunshine City.
We have over 30 acres of land in Nagohead, and we are going to create the most modern tech park in Portmore at Nagohead, and the Factories Corporation has already started the plans for that.
More housing construction is expected in addition to the 15,000-unit Bernard Lodge development.
Between the UDC and the HAJ, another 3,000 houses are going to be built in Portmore. Houses for people who are our mechanics, our hairdressers, our factory supervisors, houses that you, the people, can afford.
Land is also reserved for a hospital, further piggybacking on the Health Minister's recent announcement. The PM boasts of the parish plan, adding any opposition to Portmore's development is a sign of envy. Holness insists the People's National Party does not want the Jamaica Labour Party to claim parentage over the town's proposed advancement.
Even if it is in your interest, what the power-hungry PNP will do is use their bad mind mentality and play upon the ignorance of people. And they will use every instrument available to them to put an obstacle in your own progress because it doesn't match their political agenda.
The Prime Minister was speaking at a JLP constituency meeting in East Central St. Catherine on Sunday. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Courtney, what else stuck out from the Prime Minister's presentation on Sunday?
So the constituency meeting saw the likes of cabinet ministers mostly singing the tune of prosperity as expected from the Jamaica Labour Party. But St. Catherine has recently become an area of much contention as both the JLP and the PNP are making their claims about Portmore's parish status. Now, local government minister Desmond McKenzie says it's only a matter of time before Portmore is named the 15th parish, echoing some of the sentiments of the Prime Minister as you would have heard. But what we also saw coming from this gathering is Prime Minister Holness accusing the People's National Party of trying to selfishly gain political capital. An example he gives, in addition to all the others, is the PNP's apprehension about the path to Jamaica's republic status. And you'll hear some of that here.
Okay.
You can't take what the PNP said because they only act in their convenience. So, the dream of many Jamaicans of our country becoming a republic has been dashed at the altar of PNP selfishness. Primarily because they don't want the Jamaica Labour Party to be credited with making Jamaica the republic. They don't want that. Because they know that we would go down in the annals of history as the party that repatriated our sovereignty. They don't want that.
Well, the opposition People's National Party is ramping up its criticism of the government, calling for the return of key oversight bodies and outlining plans to better support local farmers. At a recent party meeting in Westmoreland, General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell accused the administration of dismantling accountability institutions while offering proposals of his own. With more, here again is Courtney Lewis.
The People's National Party is calling for the government to reinstate the office of the political ombudsman. The party's General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, accused the government of tearing down regulatory institutions.
It can't be that I am questioning the electoral office of the country. Can't be. Because then that's the recipe for chaos and disaster. So that's a part of the reason why we need to get rid of this government, because they are tearing down the institutions that Comrade Patterson, for the most part, put in place to ensure that Jamaica move away from the tribal politics.
He says the GOJ has also sought to tear down the Integrity Commission, referring to the lawsuit filed against the Integrity Watchdog. Meanwhile, no new taxes is one selling point for the government, but the opposition is outlining their plan to put the recently proposed food import tax to good use.
What the importers pay now, no new tax. What they pay now, we are taking 2.5% of that. And that will come to $2.5 billion Jamaica. That money we are going to use to do some things to benefit our local farmers.
He says the PNP will also place harsher penalties on predial larceny.
Come and thief you look 15 goat around your yard and them have one Mark X park up in a feed yard. We are going to sell the Mark X and give you back the money if you go buy back your 15 goat. We are going to ensure that the criminal doesn't stay with the benefit, but that we return the farmer to the state that they were in before the criminal entered their land.
The GenSec was speaking at a party meeting in Western Westmoreland Sunday evening. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
There's more money on the table in St. Elizabeth, and Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie wants the municipal corporation to go after it by teaming up with the Tax Administration of Jamaica, the TAJ. Shante McNeil explains.
St. Elizabeth's tax collection target was surpassed in 2024, but is not representative of the capacity for property taxes. That was the word from Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie, who addressed the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation's monthly meeting in Black River last Thursday, part of his two-day working tour in the parish. He's urging the corporation to deepen its partnership with Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, to tap into the full potential of property tax revenue.
And it's important that the new season, which started out a couple of days ago, that the efforts of the municipality be doubled to ensure that you work closely with TAJ to improve significantly above where you ended in the last financial year.
Minister McKenzie also challenged the corporation to raise the bar in service delivery, reminding local authorities that the people of St. Elizabeth deserve the best.
It is important that we respond when persons make concerns or complaints about situations. Even if we can't respond in terms of dealing with it, that persons feel comfortable that, yes, I send a message to the MC about a road or a park or something, I have gotten a response from them. Local government, as I have always said, is at the front and center of every aspect of the daily lives of the Jamaican people.
Shante McNeil, CVM News.
A Portmore man is dead following an incident on the Flat Bridge in St. Catharines Sunday. He's since been identified as 65-year-old Noel Patterson of Honeysuckle Place, Portmore Pines in the parish. Patterson succumbed to injuries received after his vehicle plunged into the Rio Cobre. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that at about 10:41 Sunday night, Patterson was driving a Hiace bus along the roadway. He, however, lost control of the vehicle whilst negotiating the flat bridge and plunged into the river. Residents fished him from the water and summoned the police and the fire brigade. Attempts were made to resuscitate him, however, all efforts proved unsuccessful. Patterson was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Licensed firearm holder Patrick Thompson, who has been charged in relation to a fatal shooting incident in Manchester in February, was further remanded when he appeared in the Manchester Parish Court today. This after his bail application was denied. We'll have more on that story right after this break.
finds us faster than we think. But with CIBC Caribbean on your side, you'll be ready for all of it. That's how we've served Jamaica for over 100 years with industry-leading digital capabilities and innovative solutions. And it's how we'll do it for 100 more. That's the power of banking better together. Come, see what that looks like for you at CIBC. Ambitions made real.
Calling all Kingston College alumni, parents, and friends. This is your chance to be a part of history.
The Board of Management of Kingston College proudly invites you to a night unlike any other. Our first Global Bank Centenary Purple Tie Dinner and Awards Gala.
Join us at the prestigious Jamaica Pegasus Hotel under the esteemed patronage of Jeremy Corbyn, Member of Parliament, United Kingdom.
So, don't miss this unforgettable evening as we gather to honor our past, celebrate our present, and envision our future.
Contribution only 30,000 Jamaican dollars or $200 US. Invest in a legacy that spans a century.
In this, our centenary year, we come together in
Welcome back. As promised, we're telling you the story of the licensed firearm holder, Mr. Patrick Thompson, who's been charged in relation to a fatal shooting incident at a wake in Manchester back in February. He was today further remanded when he appeared in the Manchester Parish Court, despite having sought bail. We'll hear more in this report. President Patrick Thompson will appear in court next on July 2, and despite his efforts at seeking bail, his fourth court appearance yielded some disappointment. Thompson, otherwise called Big T or Tomo, an engineer of Caledonia District in the parish, has been charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, 2 counts of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, among other charges following the incident on Levy Lane on February 23. That incident left 2 women, 42-year-old Stacey Ann Mulgrave of Barnstable District, Manchester, and 46-year-old Anne-Marie Hansen of Caledonia Road, also in Manchester, dead. 3 others, including a child and an elderly woman, were hospitalized. The vigil turned bloody after a fender bender escalated and shots rang out. His attorney, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, made a bail application for Thompson on April 2. However, presiding Judge Monique Harrison, in delivering her decision of denying bail, pointed to the serious charges of murder, among others, against Thompson and the allegations that were made against him in relation to the February 23 incident. She pointed to the prosecution's statement of the prevalence of gun violence in Manchester as another ground on which to deny bail for Thompson. Meanwhile, King's Counsel Champagny told the court he intends to appeal the decision.
The decision of the court must be respected, but also any accused has the right in these circumstances to appeal the decision of a court that has so found, and therefore we will be invoking that right, and notification was given and the reasons were supplied. But we are nevertheless respectful of the court's position, but we will be seeking to have it tested elsewhere in the Supreme Court in terms of bail.
He also reiterated the need to see video footage of the February 23 incident. The main clip, which was being relied on to show how the shooting unfolded, was reportedly not playable.
There has been absolutely no update, and it's very coincidental. It's an affront actually to common sense. We're in such circumstances of the 13 clips. The one that is supposed to show exactly what happened is missing. But to re-emphasize my response to you, there has not been any update whatsoever in relation to that.
On April 2, the senior attorney had presented a medical report and pictures of his client's injuries, which he claimed were sustained during the incident, and maintained that his client was attacked. Attorney Samoy Campbell is also representing Thompson. She was not present in court Monday due to a reported illness. Thompson was remanded to reappear in court on July 2. Well, coming out of the St. Elizabeth's monthly municipal meeting, the local government minister urged councillors to become more active in their advocacy for safer road practices. Here again is Shante McNeil.
Important that we understand and we appreciate that when persons break the law by driving fast, overtaking long lines of traffic, and then those innocent persons who suffer leave a strain on their families.
The minister pointed to the government's newly introduced school bus initiative as a step towards safer travel for children. But he stressed it's not enough. He wants councillors to keep road safety on the agenda and in the public ear.
Emphasize the importance of taking the public passenger transport that will get you to your destination. And I want to again urge you all, it is not just for the police alone, it is for all of us to become messengers about what it is to drive safe and to ensure that you choose the right vehicle.
Shante McNeil, CVM News.
Today's small business feature showcases a designer who uses her creativity to make bags and apparel. But what kind of bags? Well, stay tuned for Small Biz Big Dreams with Adrian Williams.
Bagwear has become an important piece of apparel to carry one's belongings. Or maybe just for fashion. For Small Biz Big Dreams today, we speak with apparel designer Melissa Moses, who tells us more about her business.
I am a local designer here in Jamaica, and I specialize in designer-made clothing, accessories and bags. My brand is basically about providing persons with quality, unique, timeless and affordable pieces, and every piece I create is designed with you in mind.
With this personal touch in mind, she weaves her creativity to develop bags of all colors and styles.
So this is an oversized handbag. It can be used to carry like clothes, your laptop. It can be used on the go as well. So you don't necessarily have to carry it at work, but you can carry it if you're traveling. And it has inside compartments as well as outside.
Holds quite a bit.
Yes, it has a zipper compartment both left and right of the bag, and the sides can be adjusted so it can even go wider.
So where did her journey to this creative niche begin?
So basically, I'm a proud graduate of Hart. Yes, and I have my own brand now. Wow. Yes, so I learned my skill at Hart. I graduated from Hart. I started to work in the factory as a machine specialist. Yes, then after that I became the demonstrator at Garmix. So that's basically a teacher. So I taught at Garmix. And then after that I launched my brand.
Melissa has one piece of advice for upcoming entrepreneurs, saying heart was the key to her success.
Believe in yourself, believe in your ability, and try to strive for excellence. And guess what? Heart is the key to everything you want. Everything, every opportunity, heart is the key to everything. Heart into it, right? Yes.
In addition, Melissa designs and creates clothing along with other apparel. I am Adrian Williams, and this was Small Biz Big Dreams. Dream big.
We're dreaming big for sports, but we have Jordan Fort to tell us what's to come.
Of course, it's me. It's me, Jordan Fort. Coming off in sports, we have Monday match night, of course, a really good contest. Mobe United versus Racing United. Racing searching for a playoff spot. Mobe hoping to hold on to that second spot. It's crucial if you want that semi-final berth into, that berth directly into the semi-final, I should say. Plus, we've got some women's cricket for you. West Indies women involved. You're going to want to hear about that as well.
I absolutely do. Well, we're up on a break, so we'll be right back right after this.
Calling all Kingston Kingston College, alumni, parents, and friends. This is your chance to be a part of history.
The Board of Management of Kingston College proudly invites you to a night unlike any other, our first Global Bank Centenary Purple Tie Dinner and Awards Gala.
Join us at the prestigious Jamaica Pegasus Hotel under the esteemed patronage of Jeremy Corbyn, Member of Parliament, United Kingdom.
So, don't miss this unforgettable evening as we gather to honor our past, celebrate our present, and envision our future.
Contribution only 30,000 Jamaican dollars or $200. Invest in a legacy that spans a century.
In this, our centenary year, we come together in gratitude for the blessings we have received. Let us unite to forge the next 100 years with even greater purpose.
It's time to reconnect. Purchase your tickets online at kc4100.com or visit us at 2A North Street at the heart of our college.
So, mark your calendars.
Wednesday, April 16, 2025. Cocktails start at 7 p.m. and dinner kicks off at 8 p.m.
100 years of excellence deserves a grand celebration. Let's come together to make memories that will last a lifetime.
Kingston College, 100 years never yielding. Our legacy lives on. Don't miss out.
Get your tickets now and be a part of history. Join us at the Centenary Purple Tie Dinner and Awards Gala. We can't wait to see you there.
You ever get bun yet? Me not talk about heartbreak. Me a talk about the bun where full of spice, raisins, and the perfect glaze.
Bun for bun.
So you do it now.
You have to get bun.
This Easter, you have to get bun from Mother's Bakery.
Get your dream home with a homeowner savings plan or HOSP from CIBC Caribbean. HOSP lets you save towards your home deposit with extra benefits and bonuses. Ready for a mortgage? Unlock one with us right now at CIBC. Ambitions made real.
Welcome back. Let's take a check-in now with what's happening on social media.
So, what has been getting the most attention online today? Tragedy struck Sunday night when a vehicle careened off Jamaica's infamous flat bridge, sending the driver plunging into the rear Cobre in St. Catherine, resulting in a fatality. Here are some of your reactions. At Zemi 66 years, really wondering if in 2025, with all the engineering innovation technology available in the world today, can't we build another bridge and institute a two-lane river crossing? At Rated for Dunce Rights, we would have never drive over that a day, much less night. I'm sorry for your going stills. My condolences to him loved ones. At Singleton Vibe comments, the government should close that bridge. At Check_Boss says, Jaja, more while me just take the toll of angels here, man. And at the great Jojo official adds, my condolences to his family and friends. That's what's trending online today. Continue to share your thoughts with us on X at CVM TV and CVM Television on Facebook. I'm Michael Paul.
Now for a look at regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. In Barbados, CBC News is reporting on a call for parents to do more to keep their children away from a life of crime and violence. It comes from Member of Parliament for Christchurch West Central Adrian Ford, who along with several other members of Parliament and constituents took part in a march against crime. In Trinidad and Tobago, after 16 weeks, the state of emergency will end at midnight on Monday. And with the murder toll at 112, which is an improvement on last year's toll of 160, security experts weigh in on whether it was a success as a crime-fighting tool. Here's CNC3 News.
For Acting Police Commissioner Junior Benjamin, the SOE was a success, despite challenges of lack of resources. For Acting Police Commissioner Junior Benjamin, the SOE was a success, despite challenges of lack of resources.
We have also recognized in terms of us, the police service, the importance of having that greater, security presence.
Regional security expert Gavin Hira says the next step is sustaining the gains made by the police and other security forces. He says now is the time for a proper analysis of what worked and what didn't, and what should be continued to maintain the success.
In international news, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened Pakistan with a 29% U.S. tariff on its goods, which would be a major blow to an already fragile economy. Details from the BBC.
Obviously, it leads to a level of uncertainty. It leads to a certain level of unsettlement. And all of us have to therefore figure out how we move forward in terms of the New World Order. I wouldn't necessarily call it queasy, but at the same time, it's something for us to think through and then work with the administration as we go forward.
President Donald Trump is calling these reciprocal tariffs. Would you call them reciprocal? He said that they're in response to countries ripping the United States off.
There is a base tariff, which is 10%. Then where do we go from there in terms of the additional tariff? And I think that's a discussion that we need to figure out. If your question is there going to be any retaliatory aspect, etc.? No.
That's it for regional and international news. I'm Angela Melville.
We take a break. Sports is next.
Join my private room. Only $1,000 for a grand time.
That I know me. We never said that. But who going to believe me?
That is correct. $4,350,000. Yes, go ahead. $4 million? I never approved that.
Yes, me I go doctor tomorrow. So me have to get the money today, no longer. Then no me face that. We never make no record or beg nobody no money.
Deepfakes are AI-generated images and videos made to look and sound like people we know and trust. They're used to spread misinformation, destroy reputations, and are used to commit fraud and scams.
Don't fall victim to deepfakes. Protect yourself. For more information, visit broadcastingcommission.org or scan the QR code on screen.
Are you living on or in possession of family land? Do you want to sell or subdivide the property? Use eLand Jamaica to search for details on the property. You can complete a title search and verify the owner before you sell the property. If your name does not appear on the title, register the land or clarify the existing title in your name before you sell. A title is a notice to the world of your ownership of land. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. The National Land Agency, one agency, one goal to serve you better.
New KFC saucy wings tossed in savory mango habanero or buffalo sauce. KFC, it's finger licking good. The time by KFC is
7:30. Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz we got you with up to 30% off appliances. Need to upgrade your home? Get up to 40% off furniture, electronics, mattresses, and so much more. Plus, shop today and pay later on 6 to 48 months credit with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends April 24, 2025.
Welcome to sports. I'm Jordan Fort. Kicking off with some football, Montego Bay United are looking to stave off the challenge of Arnett Gardens for second spot in the Jamaica Premier League standings and land an automatic semi-final berth. Racing, on the other hand, are seeking a playoff spot in what is expected to be a keen contest in CVM TV's Monday match night, which kicks off at 7:45. Our reporter Ronaldo Adams, as usual, is at Anthony Spalding Sports Complex to give us a preview. Ronaldo.
Good evening, Jordan. Thank you so much. So tonight is a very tasty match, as you mentioned just now. Montego United are second, looking to ensure that they maintain that second position. The head coach, Paul Davis, said that he doesn't believe that there are any walkovers in this Jamaica Premier League side. As a result, he is anticipating a very tough competition from Racing United, who are 8th right now, on the brink of a playoff spot. A win tonight would see them climb to 51 points. That would only take them to 7th. However, they have a second game on Thursday. If they win that, then they will be in 6th. Very tasty fixture, as I mentioned earlier. Stay tuned. Kickoff is at 7:45.
Of course, we'll have that live for you right here on CVM TV. Meanwhile, in the early contest, league leaders Mount Pleasant got by struggling Chapelton Maroons 2-0 at Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. A Trinidadian, Alexis Angelo, opened the scoring for Mount Pleasant in minute 61, and Raheem Edwards scored in minute 74 to make the points safe. The win moves Mount Pleasant to 81 points, 12 ahead of Montego Bay United in second. Chapelton are 10th on 33 points. Now, after months of preliminary matches in the CASAFA Ray and Nevy Championship, Constant Spring led the advancing teams into the semi-finals of the competition, despite playing to a 1-1 draw with Olympic Gardens this on Saturday. The other 3 teams securing their semi-final berths are Olympic Gardens, Jamaica Defence Force and Augustone. Relegated from the championship to the Major League for next season are Santos Mavali Huendan. The most anticipated game of the final preliminary round was between Shortwood and Dehaney Park in the Crosstown Derby, which Shortwood won 3-0 to finish 3rd in Zone A, just failing to make it to the semi-finals. These are some of the comments from the Derby matchup.
Throughout the season, we could have done better, but I'm very proud of the result of this team and the effort and time the coaches and management staff took.
Well, this match was splendid because we actually win them by 3. So we was looking out for this match though. So we just doing the part, Gossa.
When the first goal scored, we just said Gossa. I'm so overly excited for the win.
I play defense, but I played midfield today and scored a goal. The assist, get man of the match. It's a nice feeling to be playing for the club and doing wonderful things for the club. We're going to start off the season bad, but unfortunately we'll finish on a high.
Now, Golden Grove are champions of the inaugural St. Thomas Mackay Security Under-17 football competition after clipping York 1-0 in the final at York Oval on Sunday. Golden Grove got the all-important goal from Jabari Ellis in the 50th minute to retain their unbeaten tag. Baptiste Alliance blanked Seaforth 6-0 in the third-place playoff. The teams will now turn their attentions to the Surge St. Thomas Major League, set to begin this Wednesday at the York Oval, with defending champions Seaforth taking on Prospect at 7 p.m. and White Horses battling Hearties in the Curtain Raiser at 5 p.m. Now, any hopes West Indies women had of qualifying for the 2025 ICC ODI World Cup were dashed on Monday after they went down by 65 runs to hosts Pakistan in their qualifier in Lahore. Choosing to bat first, the Pakistanis were bowled out for 191 in 49.5 overs, with Sridhar Amin top scoring with 54. Captain Hayley Matthews took 2 for 30, and there were also 2 wickets each for Karishma Ramarak and Afi Fletcher. Chasing 192 for the victory, the Caribbean women started collapsing once Matthews went for a duck with the second delivery. At one point, they were 97 for 7 before being all out for 126 in 39.2 overs. 6 players made double figures, with Alia Alain leading the run scorers with 22 and Shabika Gajnabi making 21 as Fatima Sana grabbed 3 for 16. Pakistan are atop the 6-team standings on 6 points after 3 wins from as many matches. The West Indies are currently 4th with 2 points after 1 win and 2 losses. Their next match that they can ill afford to lose will be against unbeaten Bangladesh on Wednesday. Now, for Windies head coach Shane Dietz, the loss was a little bit disheartening. Now, the annual Majesty Gardens Southern Basketball Conference bounced to life on Saturday, with over 80 players split across 2 divisions. Rain delayed the start, but once the skies cleared, the defending champs Wolverines came alive. Sanjay Dixon dropped a game-high 14 points to lead them past Hurricanes in the under-14 clash. Spurs and Warriors battled to a gripping 27-27 draw in the second game of the doubleheader for the Open Division. The action resumes Wednesday in a competition backed by the U.S. Embassy in Kingston and supported by the Heartfulness Institute, which offers youth relaxation therapy and conflict resolution tools. Angie Prendergast, acting public public diplomacy officer, was a special guest for the opening day.
When the U.S. Embassy pairs up with community-driven organizations like Southern Basketball Conference, we're investing in shared goals, building safer neighborhoods, equipping young people with real opportunities, and planting seeds of hope in places that need it most. Because here's the truth, when communities like Majesty Gardens thrive, we all benefit. A stronger, safer, and more resilient Jamaica contributes to a safer and stronger and more prosperous world.
All right, that's the final whistle for us. I'm Jordan Fort. It's back to Nika at the news desk.
That's it for CVM News at 7. I'm Nika Lewis, but do stand by for our Monday match night action. Kickoff starts at 7:45. Thanks so much again for making it CVM TV.
Your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. We've got everything, stocking top brands like CNCs, Philips, and Allen Bradley. We guarantee quality and reliability. Shop with us and save with even free island-wide delivery. Conditions apply. Visit us at Shop 8 Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in electrical business.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it!
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.